What's going on, guys? This is your girl BluArtistry, also known as Nikki Campbell. I want to thank you guys so much for your awesome feedback about the video on perfect skin, the natural look. I really appreciate your feedback. You guys were awesome, and I'm really glad that the video helped. Here's my second one. I'm gonna keep it going. All right, as long as I can help, that's what I'm here for. Okay. I had a lady comment, and thank you so much for your comment. I had a lady comment, and she wanted me to show her how to do eyebrows. So that's what I'm doing this evening. This is what this video is all about. We're going to try to do the perfect brow. Okay? And y'all, excuse my makeup. I've had this makeup on all day, and it's like almost 2 in the morning, and I just couldn't go to sleep without doing this video for you guys. So hopefully it will help. Okay? So here we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on a little bit more light so you guys can see. This is the brow that we're going to create right here. Okay? So I'm going to take this eyebrow off, and so we can go ahead and get started. Okay? And I'm going to be looking up. I have a mirror up at the top so I don't cut off my eyebrow or anything. So I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. I keep looking up. Okay. Okay. Y'all see that? Okay. So here we go. I do have a little bit of brow here, people. It's not all the way gone, but it is. As you see, it's a lot different from this one. Oh, yes. Okay. So here we go. And I'm going to touch up my makeup just a tad bit. See, I don't see like all this oiliness here. Okay. Here we go. So what I first like to use in reference to, oh, and you probably hear a little Shanice in the background, y'all. I'm just in that mood tonight. When her CD, Shanice, that was named after her, The Bomb. What? It's like one of her best. Okay, so anyway, here we go. What I'm going to first show you, and I really already have my eyebrow arched, so it's going to be really hard to really show you. I'm not really arching. But hopefully you can just kind of flow with the motions. Okay. So what I usually like, what I want to start off by telling you is you have to remember that you're actually shaping a brow. I think a lot of people forget that, and that's why we end up cutting off our brow and all the other stuff. You're actually creating the shape of a brow. If it's much easier for you, you can always go and just get your eyebrows done and just keep them shaped up, you know. But I'm just going to try to show you the best way I can. Okay, so this is what I usually do. When arching an eyebrow, you have to remember that the eyebrow is slanted up and it curves over like in an arch area, and it goes thin. You know, you have to keep that mentally in your mind when shaping. So what I like to do, what I always do, even when I'm sculpting with a pencil, I like to draw the stem first. So I always shape the eyebrow here, and I just bring it about right here, and I come up, over, and around, and down. And that's what I do. And I usually do like short strokes, just like that. Just real nice and short. And then I come down here, and then I just bring it straight up. And if I need a reference, I always look over to this eyebrow. And I just do just an angle, and I curve it, and I come down. And like I said, it's usually like short strokes when I do it. And then I go and I just clean up, you know, within this area and get the little hairs that are there. I also like to brush the eyebrow upward. And do I have... Okay, I was going to show you my mascara wand. It's usually like a mascara wand, but it's a brush. I forgot what number it is in MAC. I'm sorry. But I use that brush, and I just kind of brush up. And then where the eyebrow actually looks like it should cut off, I take the razor and I press it right above that area. So any little extra hairs that you see, I press the razor into the skin, and I just flick up and cut them off. So that's how I usually shape my brow. Okay? And then when it comes to the upper arch, the upper arch part of the eyebrow, I usually just place the razor on my eyebrow, and I bring it straight down to where I want the hairs to stop. Or I guess, you know, I want to cut all the hairs up into, I mean, how do I explain it? In reference to the shape of the eyebrow, I cut the hairs all the way down to the eyebrow shape that I want. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I like to do. So I just kind of bring it all the way down here, and then I put the razor here, and I bring it all the way down to the shape of the eyebrow, and then I bring it all the way down to the shape of the eyebrow. And that's how I usually shape or razor my eyebrows. I hope that helped. I hope you guys understood what I was saying with that one. Okay. Okay. Yes, I had to turn on some Layla Hathaway after Shanice. Y'all, I'm just in that type of mood tonight. Have you ever been in just that type of mood? Okay, so here we go. What I like to use next is a little spiked eyebrow pencil from MAC. I hope you guys can see that. It's an eyebrow pencil that I love so much. I always shape eyebrows with this pencil. I love how defined the eyebrow pencil is. It's really nice, very small, so that way I can create a more defined eyebrow shape. I don't press too hard because you want to go from light to dark rather from dark to light. It's really hard to go from dark to light. You're going to have to keep wiping it off. So you want to have a really loose and light hand. If you're heavy-handed, this is going to probably be a little hard for you. Okay? So what I like to do is I like to draw the stem on first. So I start about right here, and I bring it straight down. Y'all see that? I just kind of curve it, and I bring it straight down. I did draw it a little long, but I'm going to tell you why. What I want to show you is how far to come down. What you want to do is you can take your pencil and you just want to lay it up here on your eye. That's going to show you where it needs to cut off. Okay, you don't need to draw your eyebrows all the way down here. So I'm going to actually take a little bit of this eyebrow off. Yep, still a little bit too long. It's kind of brushing down a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, so it should cut off about right here. Y'all see that? Still it's on angle. Okay? So, once I draw my little stem of my eyebrow, what I like to do is I like to shape the bottom of the eyebrow right in here. I like to draw and make sure that's shaped real nicely. You see this right here? So, I like to do, I guess I like to come probably to the middle of the eyebrow, and then I'll draw it to my stem. Just like that. You see that? And then I'm going to come down a little bit more, and I'm going to draw it to what I've already done. And then I'm going to come down a little bit more. I'm going to draw it to what I've already done. Y'all see that? And so now that I've done that, you can kind of see the shape of an eyebrow now. You see that? So now you know exactly what to do after that because your eyebrow is shaped. So if you can see right here, it looks like my hair is kind of cut off about right here, and then all you see is like the pencil. So what I want to do is bring that hair right on around. To come right into that arch I've done. That stem of the eyebrow I've done. Oh, let me get it on here, y'all. Really nice light strokes. Y'all see that? Yeah, and see right in here, you see on this eyebrow it's going over real nice and smooth, but from right here it looks like a point. So what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and just smooth that right on out. So you see that? So what do you think? Are we almost there? Just about. So now we want to fix this right here. And what the eyebrow naturally does is it's usually thick right in here, and then it kind of thins out right in here. Right? So what we want to do is we want to fill it in just a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to press the pencil up against the skin and then flick up. And you actually kind of see one I kind of drew right here. But you want to make sure you keep these flicks light, because you still want that hair to kind of thin out real nicely. You want it thick here and you want it to thin out. So I'm just flicking these hairs just straight up. And just a nice fill in. Can y'all see that? Hope y'all can see that okay. Make sure my lighting, you can actually see. Okay. Do y'all see that? And that's really how I draw on an eyebrow. Yeah. Real nice and easy. It may take you a little while when you first do it, but, you know, just keep on trying, guys. Another thing I didn't say is when I place my pencil on my eyebrow, I actually place it on the eyebrow. A lot of people want to come down here for some reason and draw it in. I don't know why people do that. You have to remember, like I said before, you're drawing an eyebrow, so you have to have that mental picture. And what I do is I come as low as I can, but still I'm on the hair when I'm drawing in my eyebrow. So you guys always have to remember that, okay? Hope that helped. The next thing I like to do, some people like to do this with eyeshadow or eye primer or whatever the case may be. But I would like to say, if your eyebrow is coming down a little bit too far than you want it to, it's quite okay. Because what you can always do is shape it with a little bit of concealer. Okay? So what I like to use, and I'm not going to shape it like where it's like popping out of my forehead. You know, when people put that almost white concealer all around. We're not doing that, okay? We're going to try to keep it nice and natural. So I'm going to use my Studio Finish by MAC. It's a Studio Finish concealer. It's nice and thick. And it's really good with shaping eyebrows. You have more control over what you're doing compared to if you were to use a liquid and that stuff dripping all down everywhere. This is a nice cream concealer. Okay. So here we go, people. Let me show you how to do this. Oh, I'm sorry. Another thing I'm using. Okay. Another thing I'm using is I think this is a 212 brush from MAC. It has like a nice flat top at the very top. It's a really, really good concealer, and I'm sorry, a really good brush when shaping that eyebrow with the concealer. You see how nice it just kind of flows right underneath that eyebrow? It's like the perfect shape for that eyebrow. So I'm going to take a little bit of concealer here. Okay. So I have just a little bit of concealer. Hope you can see that on the tip. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have it just on the tip of the brush on one side. I don't have it all over or all at the top and everything. I just have it on the flat surface at the very, very top. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just the same way I razored as well as sculpted the eyebrow. I'm going to put it right underneath this eyebrow, and I'm going to bring it over right where my stem is. Y'all see that? Yep. And then I'm going to come over just a little bit and then connect to what I've done, and come over a little bit more, connect to what I've done, and come over a little bit more and connect to what I've done. So y'all see that? And it actually looks like I went a little bit too high because I wasn't looking in my mirror. So I'm just going to draw that right back in. No problems at all. Alright? Y'all see that? So after doing that, I'm going to take the product, the concealer, and just brush it downward. And it's best to use, if you want to look pretty natural, it's best to use a concealer that's really close to your skin tone to make it look really natural. Okay? So I'm just bringing it down, bringing it down, bringing it down, bringing it down. Okay? And just brushing on over. And what I love about this, a lot of times I'll use that concealer finish. I like to use that concealer finish as a base for my eyeshadow too. And I'll show you that when I start doing my eyeshadow demos. Okay? So that's really how I do things. You can always arch the top too if you want to. You know, in case you went a little bit crazy at the top with your drawing in, you can always just shape the top as well. And you're going to use the same brush, the same concealer. You see? But like I said, if you use a concealer that's closer to your natural color, it's not going to look too much. It's just going to look real nice and shaped. And this step, not everyone really has to do. I just want to make sure I show you everything you can do in perfecting your brow. Y'all see that? And you're really finished. I mean, that's really it. You can always take a 217 brush and just kind of blend it a little bit. Blend that concealer in and make it look a little bit, you know, more natural. You don't have all that concealer on your face, you know. Just right up here. Just really perfect that brow. You see? And as you see, the concealer also flows into my eyeshadow. It's like the perfect upper brow shade and the perfect thing to use to sculpt your eyebrows. So y'all, that's really the end. I don't want to create a very, very long video. It's that guys can rewind as much as you want to and view this video as much as you want to and create that perfect brow that you need, okay? And I really hope this video helped. If there's anything else I can show you guys, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to do a video for you all. Thank you so much for your feedback, and I'll holler at y'all later. BluArtistry. Okay? Bye, guys.